news. Machine Gun Brown's on his way in.
Captain, Machine Gun Brown's on his way in.
Sounds like Machine Gun Brown's on his way out. Who's bringing him in?
That exchange cop from England. Inspector Henderson.
That's the third time today he's brought him in. I've told Henderson 100 times, when you're dealing with Machine Gun Brown, don't forget to take away the machine gun. If this keeps up, I'll be back counting the feet.
Oh, there you are, Captain Powers. I'm sorry about this Machine Gun Brown business. Can't imagine how he managed to conceal the weapon. When I picked him up at his house, all he asked to take with him was a violin case.
Then you search him or inspect the violin case? Machine Gun Brown doesn't play with the Boston Pops, you know.
Allow me to quote from my initial questioning of the suspect. Henderson, that is me. Are you armed? Suspect. No, sir. There you are, see?
There I are.
Yeah.
You mean you took his word for it?
Well, in Great Britain, these things are a matter of honor. He gave me his word. I accepted that.
You're not in Great Britain. You're in America. And here you can't take anybody's word for anything. It's a jungle out there.
I am well aware of the dangers involved in the pursuit of undesirable elements. You seem to forget that I've been with Scotland Yard for 20 years. I know, too, that most law enforcement work is pure drudgery. Paperwork. That is not for me, though. Oh, no. I enjoy the scent of the hunt. I have a nose for criminals. It's called criminose. I can smell a killer a mile off, Sergeant.
He is not a sergeant. He's an axe murderer, and he's signing his confession.
Yes, of course he is. I know that. I was just testing your powers of perception, that's all. I mean, look at the tremor in his hands and the runny nose. Oh, I never met an axe murderer who hadn't got a runny nose. Or an axe. Unless my guess is wrong, this must be yours. Take it easy, it's a jungle out there.
You just let the prisoner escape.
Yeah, well, I know, but you've got his confession here, look. You see the shaky writing? Sign of a trembling hand, that is. He was your man, all right. Very similar chap we had once. Called him the High Colonic Killer of Cologne. Killed his victims in a most bizarre way.
It's obvious. To me. Without even giving it any deep thought. It's obvious to me that you have not learned anything at all about American crime-fighting techniques.
I don't like the tone of that remark, sir. Our techniques are just as advanced as yours, as far as I can see. Now then...
Look, I got a suspect to interrogate, so if you don't mind...
I do mind. Interrogation's my speciality. I mean, I remember the case of the Middlesex mute. Took me days to get anything out of it.
I'm fed up with that stuff. Okay? Now, this is Bad Henry. He's as tough as nails.
Well, I happen to be tougher. Let me have a crack at him.
Okay, you got it.
Right.
That guy's ridiculous.
Ah! Well. What do we got here then, eh?
They send you here to shoot the grease to me?
That sounds faintly filthy to me. And I'll thank you not to use it again until I've looked it up. Now then, we can do this the easy way or the hard way.
Man, you lay a hand on me and I'll rip your head off.
Right. The easy way. I can take this as long as you can.
You having trouble with Bad Henry?
Man, where'd you find this jive hunky?
Jive honky? What's he saying? I need an interpreter. I can't understand what he's talking about, jive honky.
Can I talk to you a second?
I must admit that he's a bit of a tough one, all right? Yes. I dealt with a similar fella some time back. The Manchester mouse murderer. He used to train these tiny little mice to smother
Look,
their
Inspector,
victims.
look, knock it off, okay?
Right.
What I'm trying to say is this.
Right.
We know that he's our man. But if we don't make him crack, we're going to have to let him go.
Well, in my opinion, what we need here is a confession. You see?
I know that. Yes, I know that.
Right.
That's why I sent you in here.
Well, look, is this the only suspect you've got in the crime?
No, but I don't believe our other suspect could have done it.
No, why don't you leave the thinking to me, Captain, eh? Bring the other suspect in, would you?
Bad Henry. I'll take care of it.
See, what we'll do here, Captain, is to play one against the other. It's a ruse I used in the famous Soho Siamese twin murders.
You mean a guy went around killing Siamese twins?
But no, it was a case of a viciously depraved killer joined at the hip to a completely innocent man. He killed 20 people before we stopped him. Probably never caught him if his brother hadn't snitched. He went to the gallows like a man, though. Half of him, anyway. The other half went kicking and screaming. Wasn't a pretty sight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bring in the other suspect.
Okay, you climb up against the wall over there.
Okay, Bad Henry, get over there beside him. The inspector wants to talk to both of you.
Now, one of you gentlemen is a murderer. The victim was a young transvestite in his early 30s, and he was found hanging by the neck from an hot air balloon. Now then, only one of you knew that his wife, Lady Fitzhugh, is his strange wife.
Inspector?
Yeah? What?
I think you've got the cases mixed up.
Oh, yes, you're quite right, I have. It's funny you should say that. I was thinking of the kinky case of the Dorset Derriere Deviate. He used to spank his victims into submission before robbing them. No, that was a pretty sight, though, that was, yeah.
Hey, will you get on with this, man? This clown started to bug me.
Right, now, I suggest we reenact the crime. Excuse us, gentlemen, would you, just a moment? Let us assume, Captain Powers, if you wouldn't mind, that the victim was seated in his favourite chair with his back towards the library door. The intruder, I shall take the role of the intruder, entered through the library door like so. Comme ça. He then turned off the master light switch. He then grabbed the victim from behind and a violent struggle ensued.
You let go of my neck. You realize what you've done? You've just let our suspects escape.
They must have jumped out of their window. Oh, they did that. That'll be the end of them. That's a 200-foot drop out there. Now, either that is an extremely tall person, or I've miscalculated by a few feet.
I'm going to make one arrest today. At least one. You understand?
Yeah,
Just
it's a good idea. It's a good idea.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. O'Hara.
Right. Yeah.
I want you to book Inspector Henderson for aiding and abetting the escape of a notorious felon.
You cannot do this to me. I'm Henderson of the Yard.
Well, I am Powers of the police. 86.
Yeah. Get your hands off me, you jive honky turkey.